Hey y'all, this is Juan from Torrington, leader of Clapped Out East, Clapped Out Entertainment. You can find me on Instagram, the Walmart Supra. Today we're going to be talking about 5 things I hate about the Toyota Celica. There's no list. These are coming up generally out of my head. But what I hate about my Celica when I first got it. 1. The shifter. Now I'm really thinking about it. The shifter, literally, if you're sitting down from the car, let's say you're right here, and you're shifting literally, not even joking, you're probably shifting the car literally from like right up here. You're shifting the car really, really high. And sometimes for me, it bothers me because generally when I'm in a sports car, something like the Celica, I don't want to shift too high. Like I like my shifters very low so I can get fast shifts, because as far as the Celica is, it's a very slow car, especially the GT. So the best thing you want to do is fucking shift it when you're revving those RPMs, even though it's a slow car. Personally, my right side of it. You can get these short shifters for almost $70 off eBay. Do not go with 6-speed. I've tried their short shifters before. They suck. They will mess up with your bushings on the short shifter. Due to the brittle plastic that the Celica has. It's almost a 20-year-old car, depending what year you have. My car's a 20-year-old car. So yeah, make sure you get something reputable like Rev9 and Megan Racing. You can get stuff like that. That's perfectly fine, because they'll come with new bushings for the shifter and even a weighted shift knob too. Number 2, what I've hated about my Celica when I first got it is the flywheel. Now, if you have a manual Celica, obviously, if you have the stock flywheel, you're gonna realize that when you get going from first gear, it's very, very sluggish. So the first mod, like I'd recommend that everybody on the other video, if you want to check it out on my Instagram, it's on my reels, or I can make a separate video what I love about my Celica, is that it feels sluggish and slow. And I made a review on XTD flywheel and the XTD clutch. I've had the clutch for almost about, I would say almost about like 2 years. And the flywheel, I've had it for almost about 6 months now, just about, maybe 7 months. I got it done over the summertime. I love it. I love it. And when I shift it and I want to put my gas to the floor, like I said, it's a slow car, so don't expect it to be fast. But when I floor it, I see it picking up a little bit when I put in the lightweight flywheel, and it's fantastic. And especially with the stage 1 or stage 2 clutch sprung, obviously, it feels good. It feels like a sports car, because the stock clutch, personally, I feel like the stock clutch itself is just not sporty enough feeling for me. Number 3. The stock height of the Celica, compared to most of other cars like the Honda Civic Si and the Miata, they sit very high. Like if you ever seen a picture of a Toyota Celica with 18 to 19 inch wheels, it looks like it's on heels. And when I had my Eclipse and I put 18s on it, and didn't look like that. Probably due to the fact that the Eclipse is 30 years old, the Celica's 20 years old. Not sure. Yeah, like 18s, 17s, it looks like it's on heels, and I just didn't like that. So that's the first mod I personally did, was I did the lowering springs or even coilovers. So I recommend you guys to get those. Recommendations I'm going to give you is going to be the Megan Racing lowering springs. They're going to be around $80 to like $70. They're best budget spring for my taste, and I've had them for almost about 5 years and never had a problem with them. If you can afford to get the struts, also get the struts. I didn't have enough money to afford the struts, so I just slapped them on the stock springs, on the stock struts, and they've been doing fine so far. Number 4. What more can I say about the Celica that I really, really didn't like? If you guys can still find a strut brace, I'd recommend the strut brace. I feel like, from my personal opinion, it's a little bit not stabilized, it's not stable in my opinion, but due to the fact that it's maybe a 20-year-old car, maybe I just need new bushings on the sway bar obviously, or something else. But I'd recommend the strut bar if you can get one for the front and the back. I found one luckily on eBay and Amazon for almost about $60-$70, something like that, and they're really hard to come by, so be patient. You'll hopefully come by one at some point. And number 5, The number 5th thing I hate about the Celica, in my opinion, with the GT, they should have just put the GTS exhaust on it, in my opinion. I know the GT wasn't specifically meant to be a sports car. It's meant to be an economy car, looked as a sports car. If you want to consider the Celica a sports car, I personally think it is. That's why I'm giving you guys these suggestions, what Toyota could have changed. What I'm going to say? The exhaust. If they went maybe with a little bit of a louder exhaust with it and give it that good deep tone. Kind of like what I said with like the Civic Si. Kind of with like the Miata and stuff like that. That has that pretty good notes, but I'd recommend changing the exhaust as soon as you can. You can find pretty much in NVIDIA for $400. You can find a HKS one for $500, and you can find an eBay one for $250. Personally, me, what I did was I mocked up the NVIDIA exhaust, but simply a picture. Oh no, I actually took it off a parts car, and I brought it to a mechanic shop to them to copy the shape with my own custom tip. And it sounds fantastic. If you guys want videos of that, I can post them up. There's probably some on my page. And that's it. Hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I'll try to upload as much Celica content as I possibly can. Make sure to like, subscribe to my content if you want to see more Celica content. And see you guys on the next one. I'm trying to keep this video short. Yeah, just make sure you please follow. It would mean a lot to me. Peace.